Happy Independence Day, America. Did you know that in Thomas Jefferson's original rough draft of the Declaration of Independence, he blatantly calls out the Christian hypocrisy of King George III? I know that most of you have no idea who the King of Britain was during the Revolutionary War, but now you know. So what reason did Jefferson have to highlight the blatant Christian hypocrisy of the king? Well, this may come as a surprise to you, but Jefferson was calling him out for his hypocrisy in being a Christian, yet still engaging in the slave trade. In fact, when Jefferson is referring to King George III, he capitalizes the word Christian before King of Great Britain. He then says the king wants to keep an open market of where men are bought and sold. Jefferson says that the king has waged war on human nature itself, violating its most sacred rights of life and liberty, highlighting the fact that these now enslaved people never offended him, yet he still carried them off to be slaves in a foreign land, all while professing to be a Christian. Jefferson even points out that the king suppressed every legislative attempt to prohibit or restrict these disgusting practices. The sad part about this is, even though the slave trade was abolished 40 years after the Declaration of Independence, it wasn't until 100 years after Jefferson originally wrote this rough draft that slavery was finally abolished in the United States. The Christian hypocrisy continued, and it still continues today. But I think the fact that Christians can be called hypocrites attests to the fact that Christians are supposed to have values. If us as Christians didn't have these values that we are supposed to be living by, that we constantly fall short of, then we wouldn't even have the opportunity to be hypocrites. And that shows that Christians are held to a higher standard, and that the morals that have been given to us by Jesus Christ are recognized by even non-Christians as being something to strive for. And I would also say that the simple fact that the United States as a whole can have our hypocrisy on display for the world to see is a testament to the fact that we even have a standard that we're supposed to be living up to as Americans. This country isn't founded on a monarchy. It's not founded on a dynasty. There's no emperor of the United States. It's founded on ideals that we will probably never fully live up to. But the fact that we have ideals that we can fall short of is something that is unheard of throughout history. The United States is one of a kind. If it wasn't for the way that the founding fathers set this country up, the corruption that is running rampant through the government would have become tyrannical a long time ago. So I know the United States is not perfect. I know that us Christians are far from perfect as well, but at least we have ideals to strive for. So with that being said, happy Independence Day. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless.